Today I'm going to be finishing up the 2D drawing and the 3D drawing I did the other day, and then as well showing you some new tools that are coming up for Mech-Q that have to do with the bill of materials. Specifically, it's a bubbling utility that works alongside of the data extraction utility that you'll find in AViCAD and AutoCAD and all the other applications out there. So it's a pretty standard way of creating a table. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well in this video. To get started on the BOM, you type in Q BOM, which is the name of the utility. And here you'll have the option to create 3D tags, also to change your text size, balloon type. We can also tabulate by like items, unique items, label types, and so forth. So let's get started. I'm going to choose OK. And then I'm going to start tagging this drawing as I go around. We'll come up here for 2. We'll come here. This is for the straight piece of pipe going up. Do that here. I'm using my snap tracking, align bubble, and then the elbow here. Two. Then we'll elbow here at the corner. And I'm going to go up this way now. So let's select the straight piece here. I'll just press enter. I'll have to adjust that. And then the elbow down here. Right here. And the flange. Now the flanges are a little bit different. We're going to select this one here first. Come down. And then we'll select this one here. Come down this way. Now here I have several different options. Horizontal is the one I'm going to choose, but there's triangular above and below. I'll show you what the triangular one looks like. We have something like this. Then we have horizontal below. So we're going to go with the horizontal one and then finish. Now, if I want, I could align these a little bit better. The way I like to do that, just by using the X line and drawing a line up this way, and the stretch command, and then pull it. This is just to show you what you can do, because after the fact, you can go back and move these things around pretty easily. In the current version of Mech-Q, you're not able to do that. The other thing about this utility is you can do different sections. So you could do this section, let's say exit, go on a break, come back, and then finish this section, and you can resume the bill of materials so you're not forced to do it all at one time. Real quick, I'm using a AutoCAD-like program called AViCAD. AViCAD is a AutoCAD alternative and costs about a quarter of what AutoCAD does. For more, you can visit acadavenue.com/avicad.htm. So let's go over to the 3D drawing now. Software size. So we'll load the bill of materials again. And here we're going to begin a new area. And then we're going to press the down arrow again and go into settings. And here we want to change this prompt to 3D tag. We're going to go ahead and use circles for this demo here. And we're going to change this to alpha. Because we did the new tagging area, it's cleared everything out for us. And let's go ahead and choose OK. And now it's wanting the leader plane origin. Now this is where 2D and 3D differ, is you have to be aware of where the plane origin is. How the bubbles align in 3D space. I'll show you what I mean after I'm done. Let's start our first plane origin here, and then we'll come over this way. And what that's going to do is going to line all those bubbles for us along this plane. And then the billboard, I guess you could say, is being drawn on that same plane. And here's the T. We'll start here, and we'll come up. We'll choose enter. We'll just come down the same way. We'll choose enter. And the elbow. And now, as we're rounding this bend, we need to press our down arrow and choose new plane origin. This is also going to be at your command line if you're not using dynamic mode input. Just choose new plane origin here. And then we need to change the origin so it's going down this way and following the pipe. So let's select the T here and then come over and press enter. Now again, we're rounding that bend, so let's go ahead and change the origin again. We'll change it to the center here, and then let's do another set of bubbles. We'll start leader here. Then we'll choose the elbow here. We'll come down just a little ways here. Now for this one, you have to be a little bit careful. We're going to go ahead and choose the back side of that flan. And we're going to come down just a little ways. Now we do need to change our origin, so let's do that. Let's change it to the side of this pipe here, because we are rounding that bend there. We'll go ahead and choose the pipe. Or we'll come down this way. Now we want it horizontal and finish. Let's create a couple of tables real quick here. We're going to go ahead and just type in the data extraction. And from here, we can use a template, and we will be sending templates along with this release. So we're going to choose the default template here, choose next. And now it wants us to save a snapshot of that table so we can go back to it later. I'll be making a more in-depth video about the tables, but in this example, we're just going to call this 2D BOM. Overwrite the one that's already in there. And then we need to be careful not to miss this step, because we need to select the objects for the table. So we'll select this side here first, and then we'll select next. And in this step, all the blocks are pre-selected because of that template. We can go on to the next step here. Everything is pre-selected. We do have a count column here. If you want to leave that on, you can. We do need to turn off the name column. And the item column needs to be sorted. So we're just going to sort this A through I. And that's essentially all you need to do. And then click next. And now we have the option of inserting a table, or in addition, outputting it to a CSV file. We'll choose next and then finish. And then we can put the table in here. We'll do one for this side now. So let's go into top view mode here for the 2D drawing. Now, looking down on this model, you can see those bubbles and how those bubbles align. That's a good example of that. In fact, while I'm in this view, let me show you what I mean by that. So if we go to Southwest Isometric and we go around the model, you see how all those bubbles align with the model as we rotate it? That's because we changed the origin as we were going. So that's the whole purpose of doing that. Let's go into the top view. Put another data extraction. And use the previous template here. We'll call this one test. Just want to select this side here. Next, and in this one, let's go ahead and turn off the count column and rename column. And then we'll sort it. And then we'll choose next, and finish. And now we got 2 bill of materials. Now the only thing left that we need to do is move these bill of materials into paper space. And the easiest way of doing that is just to do a cut and paste. We'll just cut. We'll go into our layout and come up and do the clipboard paste. We'll paste these in here. Obviously, we need to size these tables down a little bit. The easiest way of doing that, let me bring them together a little bit. Select them both, and we'll move them from here over here. And then we need to scale them down. So just a scale command. We'll move the base point. We'll choose reference, or we'll just type in R for reference. And we'll select the whole length of the table here. And the new length, we'll just bring it back this way. Move this one up here, this way. And the nice thing about having these tables is you can modify them as you need. We can stretch this remark column over a little bit here so that it fixes that width. If you want to left justify the rows here, you can click and then you can shift click and select all the rows there, and then come up to the alignment and choose middle left. And that's going to justify these items. Also, if you want to swap columns here, for example, if we wanted to have the item column here, we could just simply select the column by the top row here, then do a Control X to cut, come down here and just paste it. And then we'll do the same here for this column. We'll do a Control X, and then we'll come over to this column, do a paste. And let's just move this column down a little ways so we can select it. So select this column, Control X, and then Control V. And then go back and erase. If you have any questions, feel free to email or call us. Have a great one.